Move it! Could you be any slower?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm really excited for Paper Mario Thousand Year Door Remake. I really like the fact that they're bringing back Paper Mario Thousand Year Door, but it also it's kind of a bittersweet feeling knowing it, because I'm glad that they got Super Mario RPG and Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. The problem is, wouldn't you want a second version? Wouldn't you want like a Paper Mario Thousand Year Door 2? I played Paper Mario Thousand Year Door so many times. I didn't play Super Mario RPG. So if I'm gonna play the remake, I'm gonna know everything already. I kind of want to note that there are some pet peeves that I have with the game, like the text changes. Why does Goombella sound like that? In fact, why do all of them sound weird? This isn't Banjo-Kazooie. And another thing that bothers me is, why is there locked frame rates? It's like they know that the Switch was garbage. Why didn't they do something like Sonic Frontiers, where they did 1080p 60 FPS or 4K 30 FPS? The Switch is 1080p. No, the game's good. The game's good. No, trust me, the game's good. Anyways, they made Paper Luigi, like, you know, all the things that happened in Thousand Year Door, but with Luigi, that would be crazy. Let's go and pay $60 for this game because now it's worth my money. April 1st. And if they make some RPG 2, I'm not talking about the fan game, but if it existed, that would be cool. But there isn't that. I'm not here to grief. I'm not here to like undermine the fact that there's a Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. Come on. No more Color Splash, Origami King, or Sticker Star. But it's not what I want. Super Paper Mario was different, but it was really creative. The other games, they just took the mechanic, but made it so mediocre. Sorry, did I say mediocre? I meant that it sucked. You get to play the Bowser. You can't do that in Origami King. That doesn't count. You just have you and Bommy, a bunch of simple toads. So before Thousand Year Door comes out, there's a bunch of Paper Mario games that you can play during the time being. Or, you know, after. Because who knows how long this video will take for me to make. Yes, they're free, but, you know, put that asterisk on it because, you know. I was thinking about making an iceberg of Paper Mario games. And then I realized, wait a minute. When you think about icebergs, when you go to the bottom of the iceberg, we talk about like creepypasta stuff. We're talking about like Paper Mario games that you see on eBay for like $100. You put in your Nintendo cartridge and it bricks it. Like that's what we're talking about, like Strider 7X cartridges. Yeah, what happened to that guy? Oh. Anyways. Now, of course, the law requires that I say no to hacking and ROMs. So, do it on your discretion. I compiled a bunch of games for your convenience. And because of that, I'm gonna go over from the worst to the most mediocre to probably the best one. So basically, skip to the end if you want to see the best one. To start off this list, we have Paper Bowser World. So, you know, the thing from Thousand Year Door where you get to play as Bowser, that's basically it. Of course, there's like 3 versions of this game. And we all know that the sequels are always better than the original. There's like Paper Bowser World, Operation Groom. Operation Groom. This is like probably the only RPG fan games that you'll see. Well, Mario Fan Game Galaxy. It's called Paper Mario the Great Star Offensive. Looking from the reviews, you can tell like it's mixed. You can play it if you want. It's just that, you know, it doesn't look like a Paper Mario game if you know. Paper Mario puzzle game, it's just a puzzle game, but it's really fun to play like every now and then. Like you boot it up, you play a bit, and then you lose or you win, and then you move on to another game. It's just a puzzle game but has Mario in it. Of course, the midis on that game is like, ugh. Paper Mario 3D Land used to be a very popular game back in the day by DJ Coco. This person knows what he's doing when he makes a game. This is basically Super Mario 3D Land, but it's Paper Mario. What am I saying? 3D Land and Paper Mario is better than... But it's basically a 3D platformer, and you get to play as Paper Mario. You collect 3 stars, you know the gist, alright? Of course, we gotta save the best. So the best Paper Mario fan game that you'll probably find is something called Epic Paper Mario. Epic Paper Mario is literally almost the closest you'll get to a second Paper Mario game in terms of fan games. This game is really good. The only problem is that it's cancelled. There's no more of it anymore, sadly. It's like that Deviant like Paper Mario game I really wanted to see. Like this game was gonna come out in 2020 and it was gonna be for the Wii U. It was like Paper Mario Star Chaos or something like that. And it was blowing my mind when I was a kid. And then I realized it was cancelled. It wasn't even started. It was just like it was just concept art. This one is actually a game. But there's some bugs, you know, it's slow if you don't have a good computer. and it's also canceled. So I'll play it, but you know, it's gonna be a bittersweet feeling. This is where we're start getting to hacks and mods. Well, with this, for example, I don't want to talk about this because it's all mods. It's just like reskins and stuff like that. There are a few things, like for example, the insane mod difficulty in Paper Mario. Then what? Other than that, you got Paper Peach, Paper Daisy, Paper Luigi. We need that Paper Luigi game. We need that actual Paper Luigi.
Like that's ever gonna happen.
Another Paper Mario Thousand Year Door game, other than the hard version, is Paper Mario Thousand Year Door Plus. In the description in itself, it says there's nothing particular groundbreaking in this. I know Yoshi, I don't know. What that means is that it's not important. Unless you play the game like 5 times a year, this is not going to be interesting to you. But it's still there. Paper Mario Hero Mode is basically the mod you're looking for. A harder difficulty, new moves, new badges, and new textures. This is a really, promising game. This is probably the best Thousand Year Door mod you can probably find, other than what? Infinite Pit? Unless you wanted to play the game to like level 1000, that option is available. Now while on the topic of Thousand Year Door, there's another one called Thousand Year Door 64. Now I thought it was just the UI, but I realized they got everything from Thousand Year Door. They got all the badges from Thousand Year Door. Partners have health, new items, pit of 100 trials, and whatever extra they got. Paper Mikey Tail. It's a Super Paper Mario ROM hack, which I'm down for, but it has a lot of awkward OCs, especially the game and how it looks. But I mean, if you want to play it, go ahead. I'm not forcing you. Do it! This is just a mini game. You know the section in Peach where you have to cook? In case you wanted to play Papa Bakeria or Cakeria, if that's even a thing. Let me search that up. PapaGames.io. Papa Smootheria, Papa Susheria, Papa Scooperia, Freezeria, Cheesecakeria, Donuteria, Pizzeria, Bakeria. But it's not it's not cake. So what are you gonna call it? Cupcakeria. But I don't. They don't have no cakes. That's something you should do. Not ramenia. Ramenia. Cluckeria. Hot doggeria. Tacomia. Pasteria. Pancakeria. They have every single thing under the sun except cake. They don't have cakeria. In case you wanted to play a Papa type game, but it's like N64 4x3 Peach and you don't have a customized, you know what I mean, it's garbage. Paper Mario Master Quest, 50 new maps, including a brand new dungeon, a fully functional pit of 100 trials. Okay, that's when you know this is good. Now the problem with Master Quest is that it's so hard. That's why they made a baby mode called Master Quest Jr. And then there's another game called Dark Star Edition, which is similar to Master Quest Jr. However, other than the texture change, the game focuses more on balancing the game so that it becomes more skill-oriented rather than RNG. Tricks here and there. Paper Mario Black Pit. Imagine Pit of 100 Trials, but as if the whole game was centered around it. New enemies, the typical stuff that you see from a modern Paper Mario mod. And then they have furniture. They have furniture in Paper Mario game? What is this, Club Penguin? That's how you can tell this game is fleshed out. There's something going on with that game. Paper Mario 4K. Do I really need to spell it out? I'm assuming you just remake the textures and then you move it into your emulator. Well, I mean, official N64 cartridge. What I'm really interested in is, are you able to implement it in other mods? If that's the case, that would be crazy. Okay, there's only one more Paper Mario game that is really good, better than 4K Paper Mario. Let me go back up to the surface of the water, and let's talk about games that you can buy that are related to Paper Mario 64. The first one is Bug Fables. It's similar to Paper Mario, I think you can already tell. It has the HB, has the attack defense badges if I remember. And then another one that looks really nice is Born of Bread. It's similar to Paper Mario. You can see time attack, all that stuff. Of course, it gotta be different. You got partners, you got story, you got RPG. And then this is probably the last one I can think of. I think it was Under Hero. This is the last one I can think of. Of course, it's 2D, which is, I think, probably the biggest weakness of it. I think it said somewhere here that it was like an RPG related. Inspired by Paper Mario and other Nintendo RPGs. That means it has the quality of a good game. There's a bunch of other things that make it, its own game. Better? I haven't played it. Now, the best Paper Mario game you'll probably ever get. And it's called Paper Mario Wish Upon Abyss. God dang, this game looks so good. What's Star with a backpack? Best game. This game is so promising when I look at it. If Nintendo made another Paper Mario game on the N64, it would look something like that. And I'm so baffled that this exists. You know, it's nice to be informed that there are people wasting their time manipulating the very structure of a good N64 game. It is good. So if there's any Paper Mario game you're gonna play, this is probably the best one you should pick.
It'll be out when it's out, and we like that. It'll be out when it's out.
But I'm giving you the gist on what you... Get this garbage out of here. Prince of Persia? Wait a minute, what? You mean the SNES? Anyways, you know my point. I didn't scratch everything that's available for Paper Mario related games, which is shocking to point out. Wow, look at all these Paper Mario type games. I'm gonna have the best time of my life because I just love Paper Mario so much. If you're a Super Paper Mario sim, you would SPMS. Put that on a shirt. I'm kidding. Jokes aside, lay off the Mario, right? That's a bit too much Mario. But seriously speaking, eventually you get sick of playing Paper Mario game if you're gonna play all these games I just stated. There's a whole bunch of them, like Paper Mario Modding Jam. It's like a contest in which like you make a Paper Mario game. It's as if I got bored and I got desperate and I say someone gotta make Paper Mario games for me, man. Here's the program in which you edit it and just make it. I'll give you $100. Yeah, the prize pool isn't that hot. I think every year they do it. It brings out a bunch of Paper Mario hacks that are really promising. Quotation mark. That'll probably never be finished because it was only part of it was for the contest. You know, while we're on the topic, there's a Super Mario 64 1000-Year Door game. It's not that good looking, but it's there. But anywho, and with that, I'll see you later. See you soon. Goodbye. Peace. Bon voyage. See ya. Cut to Gino using the Sia or the Mario using the Sia move in RPG. You know, that gave me an idea. And 5 hours of trying to find the footage of it. Anyways, see you. Have a good one.